Guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be talking about homes. When you arrive in Slovenia, you'll probably be asked "Kje živiš?" quite often, meaning where do you live? From the question "kje," where, and the verb živeti, which means to live, and živiš is the ending where do you live? Now, at first we have an apartment here. This is how they usually look in Slovenia. Sometimes they're a little bit more gray and sad. Sometimes they're a little bit more colorful. But either way, if you live in one of these, you will say živim v bloku, živim v bloku. Those things are usually called stanovanski blok, or just block for short. Then next up, if you live in a house, you will say živim v hiši. Živim v hiši. Houses in Slovene are called hiša. And lastly, if you live in a student dorm, you will say živim v domu. You can also say živim v študentskem domu or živim v študentu. A student dorm in Slovene is študentski dom, but students will often refer to it as študent or simply just as dom. Okay, then people will probably ask you, kakšno je tvoje stanovanje? What is your place of living like? We have the option of garsonjera, enosobno stanovanje, soba, štirisobno stanovanje. Garsonjera je majhna, vse v enem prostoru, poceni. Studio apartments are small, everything is in one place, cheap. Enosobno stanovanje, spalnica je ločena od ostalih prostorov. The bedroom is separated from the other rooms. Soba, cimri, skupni prostori, poceni. A room, roommates, cimri. Another way you can say it is sostanovalci. Skupni prostori, shared spaces, poceni, cheap. Štirisobno stanovanje, veliko, za družine, drago, veliko, big, za družine, for families, drago, expensive. Then people will ask you, who do you live with? S kom živiš? And you will say, if you live alone, you will say sama živim or sam živim if you live alone. Živim z družino if you live with your family. If you live with your parents, you can also say živim pri starših. Živim s cimri if you live with roommates. Živim s cimri. And if you and your partner live on your own, you will say živim s partnerjem. If you live with your boyfriend, you will say živim s fantom. Or if you live with your girlfriend, you will say živim s punco. Now let's talk about some buildings. Hiša, if you remember, is a house. Hiša je običajno velika stavba z dvoriščem. V njej je lahko veliko sob. V hišah pogosto živijo družine. Hiše so dražje od stanovanj v blokih. So, let's translate what this means. Hiša je običajno velika stavba z dvoriščem. A house, hiša, je običajno, usually, velika stavba, a big building, z dvoriščem, with a backyard. V njej je lahko veliko sob. In it can be many rooms. V hišah pogosto živijo družine. In houses oftentimes live families. Hiše so dražje od stanovanj v blokih. Houses are more expensive than apartments. Block, if you remember, is an apartment. V bloku je manj prostora in sob. Blok je velika stavba z več nadstropji. V njem živi veliko ljudi. Bloki imajo skupno dvorišče. So let's go through it slowly. V bloku je manj prostora in sob. In an apartment is less space and rooms. Blok je velika stavba z več nadstropji. An apartment is a big building with more stories. V njem živi veliko ljudi. In an apartment building live many people. In it live many people. Bloki imajo skupno dvorišče. Apartments have shared yards. Soba, a room. Soba je prostor v skupnem stanovanju, v katerem je več sostanovalcev, cimrov. Cimri si delijo skupne prostore. Najem sobe je cenovno ugoden. V enoposteljni sobi si sam, v dvoposteljni sobi pa si sobo deliš. So let's go through it. Soba je prostor v skupnem stanovanju, v katerem je več sostanovalcev, cimrov. A room is a space in a shared apartment or a shared place to live in which are more roommates. As I said before, you can say sostanovalec or cimer. So sostanovalcev, cimrov. Cimri si delijo skupne prostore. Roommates share shared spaces or like living spaces. Najem sobe je cenovno ugoden. Renting a room is cheap. Cenovno ugoden means cheap. V enoposteljni sobi si sam, v dvoposteljni sobi pa si sobo deliš. In a one-bedroom room, you're alone. In a two-bedroom, you share the room. So one bedroom and two bedroom. Okay. Oh, here it's supposed to say študentski dom. Please ignore that I wrote blok, but anyways. Študentski dom je prostor, v katerem živijo študenti. Običajno je to velika stavba s stanovanji ali sobami. Študenti si delijo skupne prostore. Študentski domovi so najcenejši. Študentski dom je prostor, v katerem živijo študenti. A student dorm is a space in which live students. Običajno je to velika stavba s stanovanji ali sobami. Usually that is a big building with apartments or rooms. Študenti si delijo skupne prostore. Students share shared spaces. Študentski domovi so najcenejši. Student dorms are the cheapest. Okay, next, people will ask you, kje živiš? In terms of, do you live in the city? Do you live in the village? Or do you live by the sea? If you live in the city, you will say, živim v mestu. Živim v mestu. If you live in the village, you will say, živim na vasi. Živim na vasi. And if you live by the sea, you will say, živim ob morju. Živim ob morju. So, mesto means city, vas means village, and ob morju means by the sea. Okay, next is the rooms that are in our homes. Obviously, some homes have way more rooms than that, but these are the most basic things that are in a lot of homes. So, at first we have kuhinja, dnevna soba, spalnica, otroška soba, and kopalnica. Kuhinja means a kitchen. If you remember, kuhati means to cook. So kuhinja and kuhati, it's very similar. Dnevna soba, if we translated it literally, would mean day room. Dnevna soba. Soba means room. Dnevna means day. So day room. In English, that is living room. Spalnica means literally is from the verb spati, to sleep. Spalnica means bedroom in English. Otroška soba means children's room. Otroška soba. Otroci are children. Soba is room. Kopalnica means bathroom. Kopati se means to bath. So, bathroom. Okay, and here we have 4 people describe their favorite room. Moja najljubša soba. Anže said, moja najljubša soba je kuhinja. Rad kuham nove jedi. V kuhinji imam hladilnik, štedilnik in pečico. Najraje imam svojo mizo, ob kateri se velikokrat družim s prijatelji. Let's go through it slowly. Moja najljubša soba je kuhinja. My favorite room, najljubša soba, favorite room, je kuhinja, is a kitchen. Rad kuham nove jedi. I like to cook, rad kuham, nove jedi, new dishes. V kuhinji imam hladilnik, štedilnik in pečico. In my kitchen I have hladilnik, a fridge, štedilnik, an oven, in I'm sorry, štedilnik is not oven. Štedilnik is a stove. Okay, I'm sorry. In pečico and an oven. Pečica is oven. Okay. Najraje imam svojo mizo. I like my table the most. Najraje imam svojo mizo, ob kateri se velikokrat družim s prijatelji. By which I oftentimes hang out with my friends. Druženje s prijatelji, to hang out with your friends. Pia said, najraje imam svojo sobo. V sobi imam veliko igrač. Domače naloge rešujem ob svoji pisalni mizi. V omari imam svoja najljubša oblačila. Okay, so Pia said, najraje imam svojo sobo. I like my room the most. V sobi imam veliko igrač. In my room, I have many toys. Domače naloge rešujem ob svoji pisalni mizi. Homework, domače naloge, rešujem, I solve, by my pisalni mizi, desk. So she solves her homework by her desk. V omari imam svoja najljubša oblačila. In the closet, I have my favorite clothes. Jan said, veliko časa preživim v kopalnici. Kopalnico sem renoviral leta 2022. V kopalnici imam tuš, WC in umivalnik. Žena si želi še bide. Okay, so he said, veliko časa preživim v kopalnici. Veliko časa, a lot of time. Preživim, I spent, v kopalnici, in my bathroom. Kopalnico sem renoviral leta 2022. My bathroom, I renovated in the year 2022. V kopalnici imam. In my bathroom, I have tuš, a shower, WC, a toilet, in umivalnik, and a sink. Žena si želi še bide. Wife wants also a bidet. So, as you can see, WC can be spelled this way, but I think also this way. And I had to make sure and check online. And I think that this spelling, from what I've seen, is also valid and is often used in public. Okay, Alja said, najraje sem v dnevni sobi. Tam preživim veliko časa z družino. Mož rad sedi na kavču in gleda televizijo, jaz pa rada berem knjige iz knjižne police. So she said, najraje sem v dnevni sobi. I like the most being in the living room. So I like being in the living room the most. Tam preživim veliko časa z družino. There I spend a lot of time with family. Mož rad sedi na kavču in gleda televizijo. Husband likes to sit on the couch and watch TV. Jaz pa rada berem knjige iz knjižne police. And I like to read books from the bookshelf. Knjižna polica, bookshelf. So, here we probably mentioned a lot of vocabulary. This is that you've never heard before, that this is your first time hearing. Don't worry about it. We'll make a video on furniture in a later video. I just wanted to give you some text. Don't worry if you didn't understand everything. Okay, so when it comes to homes and where you live, we have some verbs as well. For instance, the verb prodati, to sell, oddati, to rent out, najeti, to rent, kupiti, to buy, živeti, to live, and imeti, to have. So, for instance, prodati hišo means to sell a house. Oddati stanovanje would mean to rent out an apartment. Najeti stanovanje would mean to rent an apartment. Kupiti hišo would mean to buy a house. Živeti v hiši would mean to live in a house. And imeti hišo would mean to own a house. Now, I copy and pasted 2 advertisements for renting out, for renting rooms and an apartment. I altered them just a little bit, but these are mostly how they were written. So, oddam sobo, Ljubljana, 20 kvadratnih metrov. So, oddam sobo means I'm renting out a room in Ljubljana, and this is the size, 20 kvadratnih metrov, 20 square meters. I will read it to you in Slovene, and then we will discuss what it means. Oddam sobo z balkonom, 20 kvadratnih metrov. Souporaba kuhinje z jedilnico in kopalnice s tušem, pralnim in sušilnim strojem. Soba je primerna za enega ali dva študenta, študentki ali zaposleno osebo. Ostalo: parking, LPP 6 in 21, bližina trgovine, pošte, zdravstvenega doma. Cena je 180 evrov za eno osebo in vključuje vse stroške. So, he is renting out a room. Let's go through it slowly. Oddam sobo z balkonom. I'm renting out a room with a balcony, and this is the size, 20 square meters. Souporaba means more people will be using, like sharing the use with the roommates. Kuhinja z jedilnico in kopalnice. So more people will be using the kitchen with the dining room and the bathroom. And the bathroom has kopalnica s tušem, with a shower, pralnim strojem, a washing machine in sušilnim strojem, and a dryer. Soba je primerna za enega ali dva. The room is meant for one or two študenta, študentki ali zaposleno osebo. So one or two students, male students or female students, or a person with a job. Ostalo, parking, LPP 6 in 21. Okay, so ostalo means other. Parking means parking. LPP means Ljubljansko prometno something. LPP. When you see this LPP and this is about Ljubljana, you just know that this means autobus or bus. Okay? LPP means bus in Ljubljana. So we have the bus number 6 and the bus number 21 nearby. Bližina trgovine, pošte, zdravstvenega doma. Bližina means it's close to the store, the post office, and the doctor's office. Cena je 180 evrov za eno osebo. The price is 180 euros for one person in vključuje vse stroške and includes all utility costs. So the room didn't look anything close to that beautiful. It actually looked pretty bad. But in my video we have a nice picture instead. Okay, garsonjera na odlični lokaciji. That means a studio apartment on a great location. Let's see. Oddamo čudovito opremljeno svetlo garsonjero v Črnučah. Na voljo bo s 1.6.2024. Stanovanje se nahaja v drugem nadstropju urejenega bloka z dvigalom. Stanovanje obsega kopalnico, hodnik, velik dnevni prostor s kuhinjo, jedilnim prostorom in spalnim delom. Stanovanje je bilo opremljeno leta 2021, parkirno mesto je na voljo v garaži pod blokom. So, this is about a studio apartment. Oddamo čudovito opremljeno. So, they are renting out a beautifully furnished svetlo garsonjero, bright studio apartment in Črnuče, v Črnučah, which is a part of Ljubljana or somewhere near Ljubljana. Na voljo bo s 1.6.2023. Na voljo bo means it will be available on the 1st of June 2023. Stanovanje se nahaja v drugem nadstropju. The apartment means is located in the second story, v drugem nadstropju, urejenega bloka z dvigalom. Urejenega bloka would mean in this context probably like a clean apartment building or a well put together apartment building z dvigalom with an elevator. Stanovanje obsega. That in this case would mean the apartment holds or the apartment has kopalnico, hodnik, so a bathroom, a hallway, velik dnevni prostor s kuhinjo, a big day room with a kitchen, jedilnim prostorom, a dining space in s spalnim delom, and with a sleeping part. Stanovanje je bilo opremljeno leta 2021. The apartment was renovated in the year 2021. Parkirno mesto je na voljo v garaži pod blokom. Parkirno mesto, the parking space, je na voljo, is available, v garaži, in the garage, pod blokom, under the apartment building. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.